I kicked my mother-in-law out after she decided to leave all her inheritance to my brother-in-law instead of my wife. My father-in-law passed away last month, and it completely destroyed his family. He left behind a huge life insurance policy, but only his son and wife got anything. My wife, Jennifer, got nothing. We understood at first because her brother Matt is 27 and kind of useless. He still lives at home, has no life skills, and just works his basic job, then comes home to play video games until 3 a.m. He's never had a girlfriend and has zero plans to ever move out. After the funeral, my mother-in-law, Carol, and Matt moved into our house because they were too sad to stay in the home where my father-in-law died. Carol doesn't speak English and can't drive, so my father-in-law did everything for them. He even drove her to and from work every single day. Guess who got stuck with that job now? My wife. Every morning at 6:30 and every evening at 5. Meanwhile, Matt just drives himself to work illegally without a license and does absolutely nothing to help. I spent 6 weeks sorting out their entire lives, paying bills, dealing with funeral costs, transferring policies, calling insurance companies. It was exhausting. These people didn't even know where my father-in-law worked. They had no idea he even had life insurance until I dug through all his paperwork and found it. When everything finally got settled, I sat down with Carol to set up a shared bank account for her and Jennifer. The life insurance payout was enough to keep them comfortable for years if managed right. That's when Carol dropped the bomb. She said she didn't want Jennifer on the account at all. She wanted to give her entire portion of the money to Matt and set him up with his own savings account. Her reasoning, since me and Jennifer own a home, the money would be better used on her son. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Jennifer is the one who took care of Carol through breast cancer. She used every single vacation day and sick day taking her to appointments. She drove her everywhere, helped her through chemo, everything. Matt couldn't even be bothered to visit her in the hospital. Not only was Carol planning to give everything to Matt, but they wanted to keep living with us while renting out their family home for $1,000 profit every month. So basically, they'd be making bank while living in our house rent-free and leaving Jennifer with nothing. I told Jennifer that this was completely disrespectful. We agreed to take them in and help them through this difficult time, and this is how they repay us, by cutting Jennifer out completely. I looked at Jennifer and said her mom and brother needed to move back to their own house and figure things out themselves. That's when Jennifer lost it on me. She started yelling about how I only cared about money and was being heartless to her grieving family, but it wasn't about the money. It was about the principle. Jennifer sacrificed everything for her mom and got nothing. Matt did absolutely nothing and was getting everything plus a free place to live and rental income. I told Carol she had 1 week to find somewhere else to stay. Jennifer was furious with me for days. She kept saying I was leaving them to fend for themselves when they couldn't even communicate properly. Matt only speaks English and Carol only speaks Spanish, so they can barely talk to each other about anything important. But I didn't care anymore. I'd spent 6 weeks being their translator, their accountant, their driver, their everything. And the thanks I got was watching them give it all to the son who contributes nothing. Carol and Matt moved back to their house last weekend. Jennifer barely spoke to me the whole time they were packing. Her mom kept crying and saying I was tearing the family apart. The crazy part, 2 days after they left, I found out Matt has over $50,000 just sitting in his checking account that he never told anyone about. He literally had no idea what to do with his own money because his parents did everything for him his entire life. Now they're on their own trying to figure out bills and finances with zero help.